into it.
Okay, so then the pulmonary chunk would be, you can't see it super well, but it's like behind going to the lung, and then on this side over there. And then the pulmonary arteries, she said that sometimes they're really small, so we couldn't really see them in this. And then aortic arch is right here. Okay, and then the brachiocephalic was this one, I think. Let me check that. Yeah. And then left common carotid. So those are these two branches. And then the right subclavian and right axillary were the branch here, and then the next branch up, I believe. Let me check. Yes, okay. And then the same thing on the opposite side. It's easier to see on this side though for this because it's kind of like in the fat tissue there. And then for veins, pre-cava, post-cava again, and then the brachiocephalic vein would be here and there. And then our jugular ones we think got cut when they like did it because there's kind of half here and half here, but it would be that one right there. We don't have the transverse jugular vein, but then the right and left subclavian veins would be these. And auxiliary veins. So this was the subclavian, sorry. And then this was the auxiliary right there. And then you can't really see it on that side again. And then our intestinal veins are kind of like, as you can see in there, it's the yellow. And then the hepatic portal vein is right, if you guys can see that in there. It's the yellow one. And then the dorsal aorta is back here, right there. It's kind of the easiest way to see it. Then the celiac artery is the first one off there, which goes to the stomach, kind of right there. And then the hepatic is the first one off the celiac. So that one goes that way, and then this one goes this way. The left gastric artery would be the next one down there. And then the splenic artery goes to, this is our spleen, so then this one here. If you can see that, it's so tiny. Okay, and then the superior mesotonic is off the main one to the intestines, so that would be right there. We had a really hard time finding the inferior one, and she said sometimes that's just too small. So this is just the superior. Intestinal arteries again are just within that. Right and left renal arteries. So here's our one kidney, so that would be right there. And then our other kidney is like under here, so it's that red one. Right and left ovarian and spermatic. So these are this one right here, and then this one right here, because it kind of goes down, and there's like the spindly part right there that you can tell that's that one.
Those are nice.
Yeah, you have good pictures.
Yeah, well, this is like just a rat one, which is nice for us to like look at too. Okay, and then the iliolumbar one. Sorry, this is one I always forget. Did you guys find that in yours?
Which one?
The iliolumbar?
Yeah.
Do you know where that would?
We said that they were the ones that kind of branched into
Okay.
those big ones.
So like right here.
So it's the ones right above that, because those are the iliac, right?
Oh, so this one,
Yeah.
and then
That's the
this.
iliolumbar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Thank you. And
Wait,
then,
really? I thought it was the other way around.
Because I think,
No. Look at the.
yeah, common iliac is these two. So then I guess that makes
Oh,
sense.
so iliac are the big ones that go into the leg.
Yeah.
And then, okay. And then caudal artery, we thought was, actually just kidding, that's what we thought that was. We thought that
Carotid
was
should
that
be
one.
like
So is it the smaller one right here?
Yeah, the smaller
Okay.
one in between that goes down.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be this one right here. And then, okay, so we kind of already did a lot of the veins, I guess, but post cava under here, hepatic vein. It's not as easy to see, but I know the yellow one is the artery. I'm not exactly sure about the vein.
Yellow one might be the vein
Might be
because the
both.
red are the arteries.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. Because the hepatic portal vein, it's just on here twice for some reason. Okay, and then right renal vein. This one on the back is a lot easier to see. Right there. You can see the blue. Okay, and then a lot of our dye didn't get down here, so we kind of just followed the arteries and kind of said the veins would be close to that. So then for the somatic vein, these are the arteries, so we kind of were guessing the veins would be somewhere near there, but we don't have a lot of dye for that. And then the iliac lumbar veins would be, or wait, that's this one. And the iliac vein would be down here, and then caudal vein should be down here. So.
Which ones did you say?